Hey, Gatekeepers! Welcome back to Weekly Soap Chronicles. I'm your girl, Phil, and today I'm bringing you a brief recap of episode 143 and spoilers for the week of October 6th through the 10th. But first, I need you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a recap with a little bit of flair. Let's get into it. First up, episode 143. So we're at Bill and Haley's house, and Haley is a little disappointed because the latest pregnancy test failed. And she was thinking that Bill would be disappointed. But he's like, no, we got a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not disappointed. We just have to keep working at it, okay? So then she says, well, I know a way we can keep working on it, blah, blah, blah. So they get to making out, but his mind keeps wandering back to Danny, okay? So he pushes Haley up off of him, and of course she immediately snaps. What's wrong? What are you doing? Are you thinking about Danny? I am tired of fighting for space in my husband's head. I'm your wife, Bill. At this point, Bill is tired of having to keep reassuring Haley that he loves her, he's about her, yada, yada, yada. And so much so that he picks her up, throws her over his shoulder, and carries her upstairs. But when they get to the bedroom, it turns out Bill can't perform. Uh-oh. So Haley suggested that, maybe you need to go to the doctor. They got pills for that kind of thing. And Bill was like, I don't need no darn pill. Okay, that ain't the problem. Uh-huh. Well, then what is it, Bill? Anyway, he got mad and he ended up leaving. He returns home later, only to tell Haley that he was sorry and that Danny is now Andre's problem, not theirs. Meanwhile, over at Danny's, she declares that her home to be a Bill Hamilton free zone, leaving her and Andre free to discuss more important things. His excellent foot massage skills, which leads to talk of Bill, which naturally morphs into talk of the human equivalent of unseasoned chicken, aka Drab Ashley. So the two of them sit down to set some ground rules about their new marriage, including that they don't have to be monogamous. And if one of them catches feelings, they'll cross that bridge when they get to it. And then finally, she expects for Andre to give her 3 big O's in a week. They seem to be on the same page, but can it really be this simple? We quickly learn perhaps not, because Andre suggested, why don't I move in? Because it take quite a bit for me to bring my clothes back and forth and whatever. And she like, thanks, but no thanks. Been there, done that, not really ready to do it again. Well, can I at least get a drawer? And she said, that'll work. So we move on to Naomi and Jacob. Jacob is celebrating her pregnancy, and she clearly isn't on the same page. He starts excitedly talking about moving into a bigger place until she reminds him that she doesn't want kids. Remember, we discussed this, Jacob? About this kid. I'm a lawyer, Jacob, not some birthing machine who loses her sense of self. Naomi explains that her mom gave up modeling for her children. Danny was the personification of black girl magic before that was even a thing. And then Jacob was like, well, I never heard your mama say that she regretted having y'all and giving up her career. But Naomi says she does not want that life. Jacob swears he doesn't want her to give up on her career and knows it won't be easy, but truly believes they can do this. But at the end of the day, she remains unconvinced that they should have the baby. Meanwhile, at the casino, Joey shows his charming side to Donnell. After the young man sadly says he'll never have a first drink with his dad, Joey pours Vanessa and her son a drink, and they toast to Doug's memory. But Donnell wants to know about Vanessa and Joey's connection. Later, Donnell wonders how his dad could be someone he didn't even know. But Vanessa says Doug's addiction doesn't change the way his dad loved him. After Vanessa and Donnell leaves, Joey calls the dealer who he had come in the previous episode to give Doug's watch back to Donnell. So he calls the dealer to thank him for playing along, promising you'll get paid as usual. The casino owner adds that there's no way Donnell will ever piece together what really happened to his father. Ooh, Joey. And finally, over at the Drabs, Ashley and Derek's place, he declares himself ready for action, and they move into the bedroom. Ashley puts on some lingerie, and they get to making out. I guess everything is working for Derek, but at the same time, not his legs. Okay? So it was a little awkward. He's feeling like, I can't make love to my fiance like I really want to. And of course, she's like, oh, it's okay. Blah, blah, blah. You know, everything will be fine. Yada, yada, yada. But prior to that, she got a text message from somebody. And then they let her know about the link to Andre and Danny's wedding. And that kind of threw her off for a minute. But again, BTG, stop doing that with Ashley and Andre. It's just not gonna fit. And now if she don't want to deal with Drab Derek, don't. But the Drabs need to stay together, is all I'm saying. And that was a wrap on episode 143 of Beyond the Gates. So now we're getting ready to move on to the spoilers for October 6th through the 10th. So we kick things off Monday where things are already heating up. Tomas and Chelsea get into a heated fight. And guess what? The truth comes out. What is the truth? Are we talking about a betrayal? A secret? Let me know what your theories are, gatekeepers, in the comments below. Meanwhile, Leslie is over the moon after learning something shocking. But what could it be? A long-lost sibling? Another secret inheritance? Or maybe she's just thrilled to find out her favorite coffee shop is back open. Either way, Leslie's excitement is contagious, and I can't wait to see her reaction. And then we've got Ted, who's dishing out some important advice to Smitty. Now, Ted's advice is usually a mixed bag. Sometimes it's gold, and other times, well, let's just say it's questionable. And what do you think Ted's pearls of wisdom will be this time? Because he didn't have none trying to get Nicole, old bougie butt, back. Over in Kat's world, she's leaning on her mom for support. Oh, we love a good mother-daughter moment, don't we? But knowing Kat, there's probably some drama brewing under the surface. If she's still about all that Tomas saying, we love each other, girl, bye. And Nicole can't tell you nothing either. And finally, Vernon and Anita are dealing with an unwelcome gift. I mean, come on, these two can't catch a break. And now what kind of gift are we talking about here? Is Leslie house across the street ready? Any rate, whatever it is, it's just one more problem for them to handle. Hang in there, Vernon and Anita. Moving on to Tuesday, things take a somber turn as Fairmont Crest mourns the loss of an important resident, old Doug. I hated to see old Doug go too. So gatekeepers, grab your tissues because this one's going to hit hard. Meanwhile, Kat is making a bold move in her relationship with Tomas. Bold moves can mean a lot of things in soap world. Are we talking a proposal, a breakup, or maybe she's just laying down the law? Either way, Kat is not holding back. Now what she needs to do is be kicking Tomas to the curb. That would be the bold move. Definitely not a proposal. You know what I'm talking about? Any rate, Joey is all about perspective. He's dropping some wisdom this week, reminding us that sometimes it's all about how you look at things. But will his advice land with the right people? Then we come to Eva. Eva is getting some bad advice, probably from Leslie. But the real question is, will she take it? You know how it goes. Bad advice always lead to bad decisions. And bad decisions lead to, well, drama. And we're here for it. The drama is going to be Tomas. And if I'm not mistaken, she's going to tell him we need to finish what we started. Woo-ee. And finally, Carlton is dealing with some unwanted attention. Now, what's going on here? A stalker? A scandal? Whatever it is, Carlton's got some decisions to make, and I have a feeling it's not going to be easy. Anyway, I'm not sure about this spoiler because he and Nicole are supposed to be getting together, so I don't know. Maybe my source got this name wrong or something. I don't know. But anyway, they supposed to be kicking it. Alright, so on Wednesday, things get intense. Vanessa learns some new information that leaves her absolutely reeling. Her friends are super concerned, and honestly, so are we. What could she have found out? A betrayal? A secret from her past? Whatever it is, it's going to shake things up. Meanwhile, Marcel is issuing a warning. But to who? And about what? Marcel doesn't mess around, so you know this warning is serious. It's probably to Law and Order Jacob, I imagine. And over in Smitty and Martin's world, they're struggling to save their marriage. Oh, my heart goes out to them. But can they work through their issues? Or is this the beginning of the end for these two? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thursday is bringing the fireworks. Bill and Andre's clash leads to a brutal fight between Haley and Danny. I mean, we're talking full-on soap opera chaos here. Who's throwing punches? Who's throwing shade? I can't wait to find out. I know in one scene, Haley is supposed to be at Danny's house screaming for Bill. Bill, come downstairs right now. Okay. Meanwhile, Anita is stepping up to support her family through some tough situations. We love to see it. Anita is the rock of her family, and they're going to need her strength this week because Anita and Vernon are the co-sponsors of the Judgment Zone. And Vanessa finally tells Donnell the truth about her relationship with Joey. This is going to be messy, Gatekeepers. Will Donnell forgive her? Finally, we've made it to Friday, and let me tell you, the week is ending with a bang. Danny comes clean to Pamela about her kissing Bill. Yep. And despite being married to Andre, Danny's been sneaking around with Bill. No, that was just that one-time kiss. But meanwhile, Haley's anger with Bill erupts. And honestly, who can blame her? Bill's been stirring up trouble all week, and Haley is not having it. And that's because she's so insecure, and she keep bringing up Danny, and then this whole thing with Chelsea that can kind of brought Danny and Bill back together a little bit. He thinking about her too, you know what I'm saying? And Haley is just being an annoyance at this point. Over in Eva's world, Mona and Jan might be stepping in to help her, but will they help actually make things better, or will it just add to the chaos? Knowing this show, it could go either way. And finally, Naomi and Jacob have some big big decisions to make. But with more questions than answers, will they be able to figure things out, or are they heading for more trouble? Will they or won't they keep this baby? That's what I want to know. And that's your spoilers for the week of October 6th through the 10th on Beyond the Gates. What a roller coaster, right? Let me know in the comments which storyline you're most excited about. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Weekly Soap Chronicles. Until next time, Gatekeepers, keep the drama alive.